I'm going to the dark side. How's it going, everybody? Tucker with Tucker Timbers back with another video. Today, I'm going to tell you guys how I am switching my methods to the dark side, which is how I've explained it in the past videos. But today, I'm going to tell you guys that I'm going to be stacking all my wood from here on out. Boom, I know, shocker, right? Because I've always talked about how I pile and I'll always pile. Stacking takes too much time, it's unnecessary. But when you have the machine that I now have in the Timberwolf Pro LP, and I'm gonna be able to pump out 2 cords a day, and and I'm gonna have that much wood, I don't have a giant wood yard. My wood yard is probably 150 yards long by 45 yards deep this way. So I need to stack like this. This is my oak. This oak is all seasoned already. I'm gonna get my moisture meter so I can show you guys. I'm pleasantly surprised with how dry it is. Now I know you split a piece down the middle and then check it, but I split this stuff yesterday, so I think that's good enough. It's crazy. This oak has been down for years. I split it yesterday and it's already below 20. Yeah, 19. There's 20. Exactly at 20, which is, in my opinion, that's fine for oak. But you come back here and this stuff, what I already have stacked up, has been down for, it's been cut and split for a long time. Um, I don't have an axe to split it in half right now, but there's 15 right there. So, I mean, it's dry stuff. It's not wet by any means, I'll tell you that much. But I'm really excited about it because my hardwoods they're not the driest right now. They're at 22%. So I texted because I've been selling so much. I sold all my good season stuff. So I texted just now a few of my customers that I have lined up for this week, and I said, hey, I'm going to be honest. My hardwoods are at 22%. 20 is what you want ideally, but I have a lot of great oak and cherry that will burn hotter, longer, smell better, all that jazz. If you're interested in that, and I just sent them out, so they're. I haven't gotten any responses yet. It was like 30 seconds ago. So, but that cherry as well. Once that's split, that'll be ready to go. That was cut in June. It's got no bark on it. There's no there's no stick in there that's over 10 inch or 16 inches in diameter. I measured the biggest one 16, but they're all, as you can tell, they're all they're firewood logs for sure. They're not big. But yeah, sorry, my logger just texted me because I've been hounding him. I need another load. Um, but yeah, so what I've decided is I'm gonna process a whole bunch of those hardwoods down there. We can go down there for a second. I only have probably 4 cord left of these hardwoods, but I have such a good place to stack them now. So they'll dry really, really well. So this is 2 cord, just shy, because one stack isn't all the way finished. But this is 2 cord of all maple family firewood right there. There's 2 rows. There's 2 rows. They're 20 feet long, 5 feet tall. So it's good, nice wood. I'm just gonna let it dry for a minute because I would rather have seasoned hardwood available in the wintertime and seasoned kind of premium oak and cherry. But there's my logs right there. So that's probably 4 cord, just about. Yeah, I'll say 4 because there's logs on the side as well. And then you come in here, and this is just about 4 full cords in here, 3.5 maybe. This is all oak and cherry. This stuff's at 10%. I just stuck a reader in it, but that stuff is really, 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 really nice. That's all oak and cherry as well. There's some maple in there, but it's like a face cord, so it's not that much. But and I'll make sure whoever I sell that to knows it's maple. The plan with this little offset is to put the champion right there for the winter time, so it doesn't get snowed on like crazy. But yeah, we're going to the dark side here. We're stacking now, so I'm gonna give you guys a little. Hopefully, I can stack basically all this before class today. I have class in an hour and a half, so Give me an hour and 15 minutes to stack here, but I'm getting excited. This oak is it really looks nice once it's stacked too. We got 3 rows back there so far. I split this wood with my champion too. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Not bad. It's all pretty much the same exact length too. And if you guys have been around here for a while, I never measure anything. I don't have a stick or nothing like that. I just, I just cut it um, to what I think is 16. I say in my mind, never go over 16 because that's when you get issues. Just cut so you know it's 16 or less. So I'll cut 14 to 15 is what I mostly get. But we're gonna get to stacking here. I'll stack and I'll still be talking to you guys, so don't worry, it won't be too boring. But yeah, the support on the processor video is really cool, guys. I really appreciate kind of the community that we're building here, or I'm trying to build at least. It's pretty cool. We're going a long ways with this business so far. Um, it's only up from here, to be honest, guys. It's really, I'm really pumped about it. So I appreciate all the love and support, truly. Stick around for consistent content. I'm not going anywhere for a long time. So hit that sub button now and you'll never run out of content. That is for sure. But yeah, let's get to stacking here. I've delayed this enough with the texting my customers and my logger and making this little video, but let's get to stacking, all right? Alrighty. And another thing with stacking that I will say is better. You guys are gonna call me a big hypocrite or whatever, but the big driver in stacking is truly because I don't have the room. And if I want 50 cord of split wood on the property, I gotta consolidate a little bit here. So that's the main driver. But I will say when you stack your firewood, it does keep it a little bit cleaner, and you can market it way easier because it looks better. So yeah, and when I'm loading up my trailer, I've done 200 deliveries this year, so I know what certain amounts look like in my trailer, but now I have the exact stack in front of me, you know what I mean? So that is another thing with stacking. They both have their benefits. The pros and cons for sure. Stacking, the biggest con is just time. That's really it. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I really appreciate all the support, guys. It's really crazy. If you told me a year ago that, I was even gonna have a place in the firewood community, I would be like, I got me? I'm not special, I'm not this or that. But some people think I am, so it's pretty cool. Really. And we ain't done yet, that's for sure. Only just the beginning with this channel. And to anybody out there who is on the fence about, no matter what age, you're on the fence about like starting your own business and kind of, if you're stuck at a job you hate, that kind of thing, and if you like are just thinking about taking a risk and starting your own business, man, I would say life is too short and just go for it. It only took me a year and I've got quite a bit of money in the assets that I have here, and it's pretty cool to see the thing that I have created just kind of grow, you know what I mean? That is this company, this business, and who knows where it could go someday, you know what I mean? We just getting started right now. I'm only 19 years old, guys. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at right now in life. That's for sure. Not gonna get complacent though. Definitely not. That's not who I am. I think after school today, I'm gonna come back and run that processor a little bit more. The only unfortunate thing with that processor is that I need to tow it with a truck. My Forerunner, it can tow that weight, but you know, I don't really want to push anything with that big of a piece of equipment. You know what I mean? It's 3,800 pounds. Towing capacity on the Forerunner is 5,000, but you know, I don't want to be stuck somewhere and whatnot. Yeah, so the plan here with this bin is to really let this oak season, because I sell cherry and oak for the same price. I should sell oak for more, to be honest, but currently I sell them both for the same price. Um, but I really want to get those oak logs behind you guys. I want to get those processed and stacked all here, and now I want to start processing that cherry and just put the cherry right in front. Um, so that way, oak seasons for longer, and when it's the dead of winter, oak is typically what people, you know, oh, you can give me oak that's dry? No way. They'll pay more for oak rather than cherry. Cherry is, in my mind, I'm biased because I split it so easy and it dries so fast. But cherry is really the best in my opinion. Um, but yeah, like I said, seller's bias there. So yeah, believe it or not, guys, all this wood that I'm stacking right now was free. All this oak was for free. The logs behind you guys are free as well. Oak is the most common species here where I'm at, so people don't want it, man. And especially if you're selling firewood, you kind of really don't want it because you gotta let it sit for, you know, a year at least, just about a year. So, but it does look really pretty when it's all stacked up, because when I look at it, I see a whole bunch of money to be made. That's for sure. Ooh. Oh wow, who split this piece? Yeah, since I got this wood for free, I I hired one of my buddy's little brothers to split it, because you know it's oak and it was wet at the time. I don't want to pick up all that crap. You know what I mean? So I'll pay a little brother to come do it. But no, they're good splits. It's not bad. You can just tell I didn't do them because I split real small. You know what I mean? But that's alright. Gonna start getting a lot of the old timers that are like overnighter type guys. So I can just sell the bigger chunks to them. All right. I'm gonna put you guys into a time lapse now, all right? Because I can't talk for an hour straight. So put you guys into a little time lapse. I'll see you at the end, all right? All right, I didn't get that much done, but you know, we filled out that full row and then started the other one. It's a lot more wood right there than I thought, to be honest. Just kind of keeps going lower and lower. But in here, I'll have to measure how long it is, but we've got 4 solid rows now of really good oak. It's all dry. I'm trying to think, it's probably 5 feet tall at least. And this canopy is 20 feet and it just barely overhangs. So it's probably 13 or 14 feet long. Maybe 15 actually. So it's 15 feet long by 5 feet tall. If I had to guess, it's just over 2 face cords per. Yeah, that looks right. It's just over 2 face cords per, or just under. I don't know. I'm not doing math right now. But yeah, it's a good chunk of wood there. It's over a cord for sure. That's 2 cord. At least 2 cords sitting there. And we've got maybe another one here. Maybe it's really spread out. I thought I was gonna be able to stack it all today, but there's actually a decent chunk. It's not a cord for sure. It's definitely not a cord, but it's 2 face cords at least. But anyways, that's the newest in the wood yard. Besides the machine already. If you haven't seen that video about my new processor, go watch that. Cat's out of the bag. Got the Timberwolf Pro LP. So but yeah. And once we stack up, that'll take that row and then another one in front of it. And then I got to get another canopy and put it in front. And then we're going to process these oak logs. Now we're going to get going on those cherry logs right there. So anyways, I got to get to school. Don't want to be late. So I appreciate you guys, truly. We're growing this thing like crazy. So let's keep going. This new piece of machinery is going to help me out crazy. So stay tuned, all right? Take it easy today, guys. I hope you're having a great day or had a great day. I'll see you in the next video, all right?